792 players competed in Atlanta at the SCG-Con Spotlight standard event. And the deck that won it all is not the deck that, frankly, anyone expected. Let's take a look. Welcome to the Attic. Manadad here. It's the channel where we explore what's fun in Magic, mostly on Arena. On Arena, we'll see if this deck that came in first out of 792 players, played by Kye, let me look it up. Kye Nelson. Kye Nelson going 15-3, lost twice to Jeskai Control and once to an Izzet deck, but it's not the Izzet deck you're thinking of. It was an Izzet Blink deck. So let's take a look at what is this crazy deck that no one was expecting to win. It is Bant Blink, but Bant Blink, I guess. Bant Airbending, but making use of a card I haven't seen in the Bant Airbending decks to take it all the way. At the bottom of the curve, Mean Gene Pollinator, Llanowar Elves, comboing nicely with Badgermole Cub. We also get a Mana Dork that combos with Badgermole Cub in Bramble Familiar. And I don't think it's irrelevant that it has this fetch quest ability, mill 7, put a creature, enchantment, or land card from among the milled cards onto the battlefield. I guess what you're trying to put onto the battlefield is Aang at the Crossroads, which is going to put another thing onto the battlefield. We got Doc Orlock, which lets us cast spells from a graveyard or exile for 2 less. Which means anything that gets airbended when Doc Orlock is out, we can just replay for free. So we can use Airbender Ascension to blink stuff. Aang can blink our opponent's stuff or airbend our opponent's stuff. And can bounce our stuff, and then we can make it into a blink with Doc Orlov. Appa comes down. We can airbend any number of things we want. Nice little combo with Doc Orlock. I have seen that, but I haven't seen anybody playing Reality Fulcrum. And don't ask me what the non-Universes Beyond name is for this. Something like Multiverse something or another. 4 mana, artifact. Taps to add 2 mana, but you can only spend it on stuff in exile. That seems a bit crazy to me. On the other hand, it does pop over 2 cards, and they just stay until the end of your next turn. And you got the 2 mana you can spend on them. So I guess we're trying to use that to find Badgermole Cub and ramp out Aang at the Crossroads, maybe. Starting Town, Multiversal Passage. Good way of getting all our colors. The breeding pools of Botanical Sanctums, Hushwood Verge, Flood Farm Verge. Mana base is still terrible until we get the release of Lorwyn, which we were supposed to have already. So let's take this to the ladder. Let's see how it does. Hit that subscribe. Stick around to the very end of the video where we'll have the summary of how it did. Not just the games I've put in the video. You're going to see the actual real deal stats, warts and all, of my bad play or my good play. And we'll see if the surprise win of Bant Airbending was a fluke or it's actually quite good. Oh, and here's the sideboard. Because, of course, it was a best-of-3 tournament. So I guess we'll play this best-of-3. We don't normally do on this channel, but, you know, you got to give a deck a fair shake. All right. Enough of my yammering. Let's get into the gameplay and see this deck in action. Okay. Playing some Bant Airbending. We'll choose to be on the play, I think. All right. No hand smoother. We can definitely keep that and just dump the Doc Orlock. We got another Doc Orlock, and hopefully with Mean Gene Pollinator, we can either airbend Ascension. Let's see what we've got. A Grand over here. See, they might just remove Doc Orlock. I want to get to that 5th mana. Play this Aang. And I guess once you get this up to 4, you're just blinking your Aangs over and over and getting crazy value. It's Value Town. I'm sure Kye was playing it pretty well to win the whole thing. Boomerang basics, okay. No big deal. We can recast that next turn. It gets them attacked by Gran. I guess we'll know blocks. Well, they're going to remove Mean Gene, they would have done it. Jason Talent. Okay, well there's the Reality Fulcrum. Fortunately can't cast it because we don't have Doc Orlock to do the tap dance with. Airbender Ascension. We have to tap Doc Orlock to do so. I think it's worth it. And should Gran or just get the Otter? At this point, we'd rather slow down their card selection than slow down the damage. Might be famous last words. And they're taking out Doc. No land drop? No land drop, okay. Can I tap Airbender Ascension? I can. We can play yet another Airbender Ascension. You're taking opponent to Value Town. They are taking us to Value Town with the draw 3. Hope we can bounce enough of their stuff here. Gran's back. And we do get a breeding pool. I think we'll pay the life. That's an enchantment, so why not? And we'll get Doc Orlock. And we're almost there with the Airbender Ascensions to Blinky Blink Town. Well, it's got a nice big grip of cards. Okay, they just decided to get even more cards. Take out Doc Orlock. Possibly bounce Aang, which I'm not sure they want to do. Just accumulate more wisdom. Okay. I mean, how do you win a game where your opponent has drawn 9 cards off of accumulate wisdoms? Are we supposed to win this game? I don't think so. Now it's old Grand. Gonna be Llanowar Alpha dot beatdowns here. And we can blink both these guys. Why not? And if we ever get an Aang, we're in good shape. We're gonna have to fight through all their removal, however. And they basically have to leave up instant speed removal every turn. Or counterspell. And I think we have enough mana to get through a quench, so is it just better to let's attack. No, there's no attacks. Quench will auto pay. They have two of them. And guess so we bounce an Airbender Ascension. Play another one. Back you go, Gran. And is it worth blinking anything? I guess we'll blink the Llanowar, because why not? Start building up this Airbender Ascension. Okay. Get that Llanowar, but that's okay. Maybe I want two of these back. Yeah, actually, I want this back because I can draw a bunch of cards with it too. Your move, opponent. Go to abandon attachments. Boomerang Appa. Okay. So I think the first thing we do is Airbend Gran. Bye bye Gran. Let's Fulcrum. See what we flip. Ooh, Badgermole. Earthbend this, because that'll let us play one more time. And attack you for one. Opponent, what are you going to do about this? I can play a Grand. Or they can scoop it. Oh! Okay, so we've got a bunch of seam rips here. Those seem good against this opponent. Let's get rid of all their Grands and their stuff. Some Rex Sages. Those seem pretty good. Cavern of Souls will be good. What do we take out for a Cavern of Souls? Just a multiversal passage or a starting town? Or one of these Verge lands? Or maybe I'll check out a Breeding Pool. And we got to make 6 more cuts. I think they're kind of onto, well, I think maybe the Bramble Familiars are not super necessary. And kind of need all our little mana dorks. Maybe go down a Doc Orlock. Maybe go down a couple Aangs. And down an Appa. They don't go, well, yeah, let's not mess with the winning formula too much. Julio Killa. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Yeah, we got a mulligan that. And we got a mulligan that. And now we get to keep 5. But what's our most important, like, is it Llanowar Rex Sage and we lose a land somehow? We'll keep Flood Farm Verge. That gives us white, green, blue. Lose a Hushwood. And lose Doc Orlock. Not feeling great about that. Okay, we did get the Badgermole. River Fire Bird, Artist Talent. Perfect. Just blow that up. This might be a Scooper-Rooney right here. Take action. Boom. Multiversal Passage. Shocks it in. Turns on their Verges. We're in virgin territory. Artist Talent number 2. So we could airbend our Rex Sage. We'll kill the Llanowar Elf, though. Oh. I think I'm in favor of... Yeah, the Badgermole will draw more removal, so just do that. And if it does survive, we can airbend the Rex Sage and replay it. A lot of lessons in the graveyard. Okay, well, we can't cast both Llanowar Elves, so let's attempt to cast Bramble Familiar. Might be eating a counterspell here. Infinite removal. They are having to just discard everything else. Okay, we got a breeding pool. We haven't taken any damage yet, so I think it's worth double Lana Warring. If they use Iroh's demonstration to wipe our whole board, well, so be it. It'll be sad. Monument turn-ins, okay. Well, we can airbend or ascension that. I think I can afford to attack with one of these guys. The question is, do we blow up the talent or the monument? I think we blow up the talent. The monument is not as much of a threat immediately. And if we can just fade Iroh's demonstration, we've already seen 2 out of their 4 Iroh's demonstrations potentially. Okay, now they're taking the Rex Sage seriously. Combustion technique. Okay. Interesting. Right. Spin it to win it. We get a land? We do not get a land. We can airbend our elf, I guess. If we want. We go 0. And they get to discard a Grand, of all things. Boy, it feels good to beat the Izzet looting decks. And they hit their accumulate wisdom. Okay, so they're gonna have a big turn next turn for sure. If I do this, I get access to 4 mana, but I don't get airbend another target creature. Badgermole, yeah. So I go like this. Right, and I can Badgermole the Flood Farm Verge. And then I can... Oh, I get discounted with the Reality Fulcrum, okay. Yeah, so... I can do the Badgermole again. And target the final land. And, oh man, I can do this yet again? We are just in Value Town here. Another monument. All the good it does them. Let's shock this in with white. They have the firebending lesson. Okay. Perfect. Flash in Appa. In response, bounce Badgermole. I guess bounce an Airbender Ascension. Bounce the Multiversal Passage. The Reality Fulcrum, whatever it's called. Dissolve all. Then replay the Reality Fulcrum. Taking you to Value Town. We already played this. Seam Rip does not get rid of Monument to Endurance. We could Airbender it, right? Oh no, that only airbends a creature. We'll bring back Appa. And heck. Yeah, why not? Sorry, I know. It's a Simic deck that happens to play some white sometimes. Opponent has given it up. Okay, I did not realize how crazy fun this deck was going to be. It's so good. So good. Yeah, we just keep the deal. We're supposed to Botanical Sanctum, starting town. Is that the deal? Thundering Falls. Helix, but you know what? There's just too many Badgermoles. Too many Badgermoles about. This card is busted. It just took a little while, I guess, for the meta to realize it. Oh, this is Jeskai Control though, so this is this deck's nemesis. So this is a good. They've got board wipes, so we got to actually probably be a bit careful how we do this. Aang coming up, that could be useful. So I think I attack with this and this. Then I airbend. Wait. I'm going to airbend that and tap this or whatever. I can't believe making this a creature seems to... Oh, I guess it didn't trigger it there. It's only a Badgermole. Okay, and they do not hit a board wipe on turn 4. And so we just need to leave up enough to bang the board wipe. And we should be good to go. This is where they fire off the board wipe if they've got it. So the Lightning Helix, the Badgermole Cub, actually doesn't seem worth it. And I could airbend that, then redo it. So, okay, that happens. And I stock up once again. Maybe I airbend the stock up? Because we need to... Let's like waterbend this. It's just a 5/5. Okay. Keep stocking up. We can play the Badgermole Cub and still have Aang mana, I think. Ooh, or we could have that Aang. Okay, so now if we airbend their spell, they can just replay it. We've got a braid. What do we think? Do they have some kind of... We gotta keep the pressure up here. Maybe they don't have board wipes? They're gonna consult the star charts. If they've got board wipes, their hand should just be full of board wipes at this point. Waiting for them to do the Jeskai revelation, I guess. Lightning Helix. Keep consulting those star charts. Oh my goodness. How deep have you dug in this deck? Just need you to tap out for your Jeskai revelation, please. And I can have a good time. Okay, one more turn, and they've got... what are they going to hit? The Seam Rip's going to hit the Airbender extension. We got two Aangs now. There's an argument for holding up both of them. I just keep smacking in. There's the Jeskai revelation. Okay, so Adios Jeskai revelation. Now they do get to just cast it for 2 the next turn. that much for us. How many counter spells do they have? Does this just eat a counter spell? Guess we'll find out. Yeah. Consult the star charts again, why not? I'm wondering if they have any board wipes. What does this red land do? They can exile cards. They're not even doing that. 29 cards in library. Are we just trying to play them out? They're bouncing all our lands. Can hit us for 4, and we're at 10. So this truly is a terrible matchup. Never go against a Sicilian. Death is on the line, I guess. Okay, they tapped. I could try to cast this. They're representing counterspell. I think we just see the counterspell and scoop it here. Yeah. So let's go to the next turn, the next game. We can Cavern of Souls. That seems good. Countering stuff with N-Web seems good. Maybe Aven Interrupters. Don't have a lot in the sideboard to deal with this. It seems like stuff at the top end is not going to get a lot. We'll take out 2 Aangs. This does have Flash. Maybe we leave in the Appas. Flash is pretty good. The Reality Fulcrum, they might not have anything to deal with that. We'll go down to Bramble Familiar and a Doc Orlock. Right like that. See? Who knows? Maybe they'll get mana screwed two games in a row. They're still sideboarding, so we'll be back in a moment. Okay. Down the play. This is a lose to your try to do as much damage as I can. See, they might have put in board wipes. In the Badgermole. Take the Hushwood Mage. Reality Fulcrum. worth trying to draw a land? Number one. All the multiversal passages. Let's see. If I do this, well, can't even interrupt. We could auto pay that. Papa. Bounce those two. Should I bounce the Land Wars? I guess not. Badgermole. Think of that opponent. Make us pay 3 again? They are. Auto pay. Doc Orlock. I mean, Doc Orlock could be kind of fun next turn. Got blue. I've got green. I guess I'll go with white. Pitch it for 4. Alright, do we get a nice board wipe here? Let's see. Nope, they just stock up. Alright, it's on like Donkey Kong next turn. Cast some things for 0. Land. Put a creature into play. We can do Aang. Bouncing Aang. Oh! Scoop-a-doop. Okay. Let's run it back. Feeling pretty good. And opponent is choosing which player will play first. They're going first. Keep this. Won't you take me to Value Town? And the question is, I think we just pass. We're holding up Aang. They know we've got this Aang. What's it gonna be? Well, now the coast is clear for Appa or for Reality Fulcrum, honestly. up to one target creature. Assume it's 0, I guess. Seam Rip, which? The Land of War or the Airbenders? Okay. Well, here comes Badgermole, here comes Badgermole, right down Badgermole Lane. And, we bounce our own Badgermole. Let's do this. Airbender Ascensions be ascending. It's almost not fair. Then should I? Let's attack with the Badgermole Cub first. Let's see what they do. They're gonna Wan Shi Dang for X equals 1. Okay. Block the Badgermole. Very well. And then we shall auto pay. Bounce a couple of these. Maybe even the Airbender Ascension. Maybe we don't bounce the Fulcrum just yet. We want to bounce the Wan Shi Dang. We'll give him another shot at it, I guess. Now we can get back our reality fulcrum. Word to the verge. I mean, the correct thing to do here is play the Badgermole Cub. Get more mana this way. If we play the Fulcrum, they'll counter it. Just play the Cub. Taking lots of allies. Make that land bigger. Play Mean Gene Pollinator, because why not? And they can cast Wan Shi Dang again, but that's fine. They want to use it to eat a 1/1. X equals 0. Just a chump block. So maybe they have a board wipe. airbend any other permanents. So let's do Reality Fulcrum. And the 2 cubs, because yeah, that should be enough. Saw that coming. Don't you worry, the cubs will be back here. Cubbies. This may as well put in one of these on green, I guess. Why would you tap like that? Might need green. Should I do another Badgermole cub, or I should just hold on to it probably? Could get another Airbender Ascension going. We could bounce this, and then we could just play the other side for 2. Value Town. Another board wipe. Another board wipe. Let's go green. Tapped. Quest. We do Aang at the Crossroads. Try to abrade him. I would say no. Doesn't really matter which one I keep. Ooh, Doc Orlock, yeah. And Crossroads, target you, target you. Earthbend you. Yeah, this is an annoying deck. The Wizards could not let this be the best deck in the format. This is just look how long these turns are taking. Airbend up to one other target creature. Should we airbend Doc Orlock? just to save it from any removal. Whiff there. And will transform. Okay, Day of Judgment number 3. My Aven Interrupter when I needed it most. Down to 1 card in hand. I think between the Aven Interrupter and the Appa, we should be in okay shape. I don't think we need to blink either of these guys. This, I'll put back that. And mill myself out. I shouldn't have played the land. Might have flipped a land with this. Might have flipped 2 lands with this. Well, let's plot that Unagi. Well, if we blink the dock, then we have another dock we can play. Or no, we lose this dock. Oh. Blink Appa. Appa can blink everything else. I'll blink a U. I'll blink one of U's. Why not? Blink a U. Blink a U. Get in with the team. I will attempt to cast the Unagi again. Oh, they went up. Okay. End turn. Blink Appa. And blink Aang. Even you. Don't need much more than that. We're just sitting on Value Town here. They scoop it up. Okay. It's not how I thought it was going to go. Let's, I don't think I have time to run any more games, so let's just go to the analysis. Oh, yeah, we had fun. Don't think our opponent did. All right, well, small sample size, but an absolutely insane win rate, 100% win rate. 67% on the play, 100% on the draw. Because we did lose one game out of our 2 matches. And so beat the nemesis, Jeskai Control, but we did see how we can lose to that. Although, was that the game where we also had to mulligan twice? So, yeah, this deck, this is another like Nadu deck. They cannot let this deck. If this deck is as dominant as it's looking, they cannot afford to let this deck go on, because this, like, the turns. I don't know how Kye. I don't know how Kye like finished enough matches to win. You saw how long those were. Terms of, were there any changes I would make? No. I think this is pretty amazing. I guess for best of 1, you probably would put in some of the sideboard stuff, like the seam rips, and go trim down on like Appa, Reality, Aang at the Crossroads, like some of the top end that you don't need to have in your opening hand as much. So that's how I would build it for best of 1. If anybody cares, leave a comment. I mean, most of you who watch my videos are watching best of 1 videos, because I rarely make best of 3. But in this case, I did. So if you like that, I guess let me know that in the comments as well. And if you've watched this far, leave a hashtag. What should we do for hashtag? Hashtag infinite turns. Not meaning the turns loop infinitely, but meaning the turns take an infinite amount of time. All right. I've been Manadad, reminding you Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.